Let's be honest, there are days when you open your laptop and you have absolutely nothing. You've nothing left to give. Your body is telling you clearly and loudly that it does not have anything left to give today. And the guilt that follows that feeling, that's a very, very heavy thing to carry. Somewhere along the way, you picked up the belief that building a business requires relentless energy and that you need to be on, creating, showing up, producing, delivering day after day after day. And if you can't do that, the business suffers. Today, I want to dismantle that belief completely because it is not only wrong, it is the fastest road to burnout that there is. You are a human being, and not just any human being. As a woman, you might be pregnant, you might be navigating the fog of early postnatal months, you might be moving through perimenopause or menopause. Your body doing enormous invisible work that nobody ever puts on the to-do list. You're carrying a mental load that most people will never fully see. The appointments that you need to remember, the emotions of people around you and family that you're holding, the needs that you're anticipating before they've even been spoken your way. You wear more hats before 9 a.m. than most people wear in a week. And on top of all of that, you're trying to build something. So when your body says rest, that is not a weakness, that is information. And a business that punishes you for listening to it is not a business worth building. Here's what nobody tells you when you're starting out. If your business only moves when you are actively pushing it, it will stop every single time life demands more of you than usual. Every illness that comes your way or your family's way, every difficult season, every day your body needs you to slow down, your business has to grind to a halt. And then you return to it, not just tired, but you return to it actually behind. And then the guilt compounds and the cycle continues. That is not a sustainable business. It's a design problem that you've got going on within your business. And the really good news about design problems is they can be redesigned. Think about a river for a moment. The water in a river doesn't ever stop moving just because the source took a break. The river flows because the landscape was shaped to carry it forward. And your business can work in exactly the same way. Isn't that really great news? Not because you're doing less, but because you've built something that is designed to keep moving, even when you step back. And that's what I call intentional design. And it starts with one simple question. What would need to be in place for my business to keep showing up even when I can't? Every business, no matter how small, no matter what stage you're at, can be simplified into 3 things it needs to do consistently. 3 buckets. Build awareness that I exist, nurture trust with those people in my audience, and lead people towards a sale. Awareness, trust, conversion. That's it. Those 3 things happening consistently are what make a business grow. And here's the shift that changes everything for you. None of those 3 things require you to be live, present, and performing every single day. They require a system. So let's make this really real for you. Imagine you record one long form piece of content, a podcast episode, for example, a YouTube video, a long detailed post. That one piece of content becomes the engine. From it, you schedule 2 or 3 shorter posts that highlight the key ideas behind the piece of content. You build awareness while you rest. You write an email that goes out to your list, nurturing the relationship, building trust, reminding her that you exist and that you understand her world. And woven through all of it is a clear, intentional direction towards your next offer, your next event, your next conversion moment. Awareness, nurture, sale. All three running in the background while you're at a spa hotel sipping something lovely and cold and completely guilt-free. In fact, you're patting yourself in the back for being so goddamn smart. That's not a fantasy. It is a system, and it's entirely buildable. So here's something worth sitting with today. Not all content is created equal. A story on Instagram, for example, that you post at 9 a.m. on a Thursday morning will be gone by Wednesday. But a podcast episode, a YouTube video, a blog, a long form piece of written content that can work for months and years. It gets found by new people long after you recorded it. It can get shared, it can get revisited, it can get recommended. You can repackage it up and share it again in a different way, years later. When you invest your energy, especially on the days that you do have the energy in you, into content that lasts, then you're building something that keeps running long after you step away. That's your energy compounding, not your energy disappearing. So here's what I want you to take from this episode. The rest that your body wants to take is not the problem. The absence of a system is the problem. Once that system exists, the rest becomes part of the strategy. You rest, your content goes out. You rest, your email lands. You rest, the awareness builds. You're not absent from your business on those days. You build something that shows up for your ideal client even when you can't. That's smart, intentional, sustainable business building, which is what I'm here for. If you're sitting with this and you're thinking, I don't have any of that in place yet, that's okay. We all start at the exact same place. You don't build the whole system in a day. You start with one piece, one long form piece of content that you can slice into smaller pieces. One email sequence that nurtures on autopilot. One clear next step that you're pointing people towards consistently. Build one layer and then do the next, because every single piece of the system that you put in place is a day in the future where your business is running without you needing to be on. Yes, it takes time and effort for you to do it now. Your future self is going to be thanking you for it. That day, that guilt-free, restful, fully present day is worth building towards. You didn't start this business to run yourself into the ground. You started it for freedom. Freedom to work in a way that fits your life, not one that consumes it. And a business that only works when you are performing at full capacity is not freedom. But a business with a system underneath it, one that builds awareness, nurtures trust, and moves people towards a sale while you rest, recover, and get to come back again strong. That is exactly what you came here to build. So let today be the day that you stop expecting yourself to be the engine and start building those wonderful tracks instead.